But I have a strategy.
Okay.
Because I don't believe that I'm just an artist. Like, I don't just make music. To me, I can do makeup, I can do modeling, I can do all these other things that can just let me go by without music and pay some bills. And then when I need to, because I got fans though,
Okay.
drop something. And then they gonna love it, they gonna eat it up. Summer! And I'd be like, yeah, I'm just like that. I've been sitting on it for like 3 years on me.
Okay.
So yeah, so no, I don't got to, because I like to dip my toes in other ponds.
You do makeup? What
Yeah.
do you mean by do? Like, you create makeup, or
What
like
you
you
mean,
do
like-
people's makeup?
Either or, like I can do other people's makeup. I wouldn't say I'm a MUA at all, but if I learn a TikTok trend, I'm gonna do it, record it, see if it go viral. You know what I'm saying? Get some likes. You feel me? Create something if I could do something, things like that.
Okay.
But I don't be no, I don't do people music. I mean music, people makeup. They mean.
No, that's fair. That's
People
fair.
mean as fuck.
So are you? So you are a creative person. Where does that stem from?
My mom.
If you are creative, would you say?
I'm creative. I think I'm just. I think I. Creative. What a word.
what you mean?
No, okay, for real though. Do I think I'm creative? Yes, but like no at the same time. I just think I think a certain way that's slightly different from other people.
Is that like a real thing though?
Yeah.
So is creativity like a real thing to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't think so?
I feel like creativity is like the opportunity to be artistic.
I think creativity, the reason I think it is because when you have a passion, you can create that in any way. You can create it in any way or any form.
Okay.
When you're passionate, let's say you're passionate about food, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could either just cook and be a chef for yourself.
Okay.
Or you're like, I really like cooking just chicken. And you can make different dishes with chicken, and then that can expand and be a brand. And I think that's creative. I think people finding a way for themselves and making it like their own thought, not like looking on TikTok and be like, oh, I seen somebody else do it. You know, like I think that's creative.
Okay.
Put your own spin on it. That's what I call it.
See, because of the way I look at it, I feel like people are less and less creative because they don't get a chance to like make the idea of up themselves, right? So I feel like it's affecting people in their like regular day to day when they try and like create something out of nowhere.
But who's that to blame though?
I mean, I wouldn't say blame anybody. It's more like a thing that's just is like, well, like people don't really have it in them no more in a sense.
I think it's because people make things are so accessible.
Okay.
I think it's not even they don't have it in them. I don't think they have to have it in them.
Okay.
You can people. There's different types of people. There's people that can be creative at their passion and not good at profiting off it, and people that don't have a passion and know how to profit off stuff.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, certain YouTubers that are families and they like profit off them being a happy family. Unlike JoJo Siwa has the bow. That's her brand. That's who she was, and that became creativity, and that came to be a big thing, just her being herself. Am I making sense? No.
A little bit. Okay.
Maybe I use a different analogy.
Yeah, no, I don't know who JoJo Siwa is, but that's a whole.
You were lying. You know who the little white girl was. You lied.
I got introduced to her from the baby. That's how I figured out who JoJo Siwa was.
Oh, you're so out of touch with the world. I don't think you even got the right to say what you be saying. Talking about creativity.
See, but
you ever wrote a song before, NK?
Honestly, it's not that I wrote poetry. The reason
That's creative.
Of course, I feel like I am a creative person. I feel like I'm objectively creative.
Okay.
That's a whole other conversation. But it's more like the only reason why I'm not an artist is because of the confidence that needs to be there when you're an artist. I don't think I have that objective confidence to just throw out.
So
like
okay,
that.
so for example, so you said that, right? Mm-hmm. For example, somebody that is doing that in a different way is Summer Walker.
Okay.
You know how people made fun of her for being awkward? That's just who she is as a person. It's not creative, but that's just who she is, and people. You don't have to have confidence to make music, but she's good at making music. She's good at expressing herself when it's a singing form, but when she talks, she don't always be expressing it in the best way.
That's the thing.
But the music come out so beautiful. You're like, damn, she heard it. But when she talk, you're like, damn, she heard it. Damn, that's not funny. But
I've always wanted to ask this of like an actual R&B artist. Do you feel like the people that make?
I'm not an R&B artist.
You know what's a creative talent as yourself.
On me.
Do you think the R&B scene is just? Why do you think the R&B scene is so trash? I know
It's not.
Really?
What? People think the R&B. You know what I think? I think people have simplified what R&B is. R&B has never been one lane. It's evolved. The definition of R&B has evolved since the 90s. R&B song from the 90s and the R&B song from the 80s are two different songs. What you would consider
What's R&B in the 80s?
Lionel Richie.
Okay.
And Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. That's R&B. That's silky smooth. And then that sexiness turned into being like hip hop kind of sexy. In the 90s, which is I really need somebody. Tell me that's R&B still. It's still the same thing. It's just evolved over time.
Okay.
So what people are doing now is trying to put people in a category. And I don't think the category people be Tory Lanez ain't trash and Summer Walker got this because they all sample stuff and they're like that's R&B, but it's not because it evolved. Now you would still consider Ari Lennox R&B, but she don't sing the same way or not the same type of stuff as Summer Walker, as well as Jasmine Sullivan. What's that one song? Don't forget to come and pick up your feeling. Yeah, that's still R&B, but it's a different. It's about R&B. Isn't the sound of it? It's what you're talking about.
See, my whole thing is, I feel like the R&B section that we have right now, just no one is feeling nothing. Like I'm listening to it, I'm like,
because y'all capitalizing off of niggas like Drake.
But that's my whole thing. While I'm listening, like for example, I've never had a moment when Summer Walker was going, and I'm like, oh my God, she's going crazy.
Because that's not your truth. That's not your truth. But that doesn't mean it's not somebody's truth.
So it sounds like she's going crazy.
She is. She said this. What's that one song? Girls Need Love Too, right? That's the only one I really know by heart. So this is one I'm gonna say. She said, and excuse me. Sometimes it be like this. She started the song. She said, "I just need some dick. I just need some love." Right? That's the first two lines. You like? You see how you said? That's how we felt. That's exactly how we felt. We said, and then she said, I don't need a handshake, baby. I want more than a hug. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like we strangers. Like, girls need love too. You don't, come on, caress your woman. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to you, that might not have been a moment.
See, that's the thing. That song is hard. But I'm just saying, like, if I was to find, like, a random song, right? And trying to compare it to, like, let's say the 90s or the 80s, the feeling is just not the same. But
that's because people evolve. That's not your feeling anymore. But like girls, as time evolved, you know, there was phases of the swaggy phase when people had the snapbacks tattoos. That's a phase, right? That's an era. The little mustaches on your finger, that's a phase. That's an era, right? And back in the day, they was singing Carly Rae Jepsen. You know what I'm saying? That was they truth. But Summer Walker, what you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
You know what? I'll literally just.
I can look up a song. This nigga got me fucked up. He said, I can. Hold on, Summer. Let me find my.
Like, the fact, okay, Summer Walker is who would you say is the biggest R&B artist now? Like, who would you go, like, if you were thinking about R&B, you'd be like, oh, this person right here.
Okay, let me think. Fuck, you put me on the spot.
You know what? That's very fair. That's very fair.
That's not fair to ask in this moment
because
in time.
I would think it would be Summer Walker, her
for sure.
And there's another really big one. Ooh.
Who the other one?
I had someone in mind, but beyond the point. Even when I go through her category, right? And I hit one of the songs where it's like, so one of her more crazier.
No, me, her like that. Don't do that. Don't compare her and Summer Walker. You can't compare that. Let me go to mine. Hold on.
You know.
Let me go to my You Did. Okay, and your point?
The point that I'm trying to get at, right, So I play like a random song out of a category, right?
Okay.
And even I feel like if I was compared to the 90s, the best now would be like 10 in the 90s. In pure enjoyment.
I just think that it's a certain. I think that R&B isn't what people are looking for right now. I think there's a lot of R&B artists out right now.
Okay.
Like underground. I be on TikTok on these pages where people just literally listen to other people's music and rate it and da da da. And I'm like, this shit bang. It's just not mainstream because that's just not. I don't think that's what people are looking for right now. I think there's an era where that's what people were looking for. R&B was what we were looking for. No matter what I do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you were looking for. And right now, it's hip hop. And how do I say this too? Hip hop is not going anywhere. That's what I feel like. I feel like R&B is evolving into different genres, into like indie R&B and funk R&B. But
so is it the thing that we're an adult points right now with mainstream R&B?
yeah, I think it's what we accept.
Okay.
I think it's what we accept. I think that I personally feel the opposite about it. Like I think singing R&B music is elevating, and I feel like hip hop is not elevating, and I feel like people put the two separate, and it's a time that we need them together.
Okay.
Like a collaboration like Ashanti and Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah. What's that one song with I just feel like those collabs, a rapper and a singer, they just go so well together. But people don't feel that no more because you saying you can't relate to R&B, but what if I can relate to R&B?
It's not that I'm not relating to it.
You're
It's
not
just
feeling. It's not giving you tingles.
It's not exactly.
It's not speaking to you.
Like I'm not saying I want no Whitney Houston level motherfuckers going crazy, but I'm like, there's no one with that objective sound. That's like that shit is like, oh, they're going crazy.
I'm hearing you. I feel like I'm hearing you, but the reason I'm not hearing you because I got that sound, so I'm not hearing you. Because I'm like, he's saying, oh, he's not getting tingled. I'm doing my job, so somebody here isn't looking for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just their fault. It ain't got nothing to do with us. Don't ever let him tell you that you the problem. I'm gonna let y'all know that. NK don't know what he's talking about.
Do you feel like kind of, that's a very interesting thing. Do you think people never know when they are the problem? Because of
that's a deep question.
The longer that I walk this earth, the more that I realize I
think people was never held accountable for their problematics, so they don't know that they're the problem. It's not that they don't think that they're the problem. It's that they don't know because nobody's telling them that they're the problem. And then when that one person do tell them, they're like, how can I trust you when everybody else telling me I'm great? Well, maybe everybody else lying. You know
that's fair. That's fair.
I think people just don't be held accountable. I mean, yeah.
Have you ever been in situations where you were the problem, but you never wanted to like really take it in and admit that you were the problem?
No. First of all, NK, I'm an Aquarius, so
okay.
We tend to be called the problem because we call it out.
Oh, okay.
So usually a lot of people don't fuck with us because we be like, what if you the problem? They'd be like, why the fuck would you say that? And you'd be like, my fault? Literally, I thought
it was a safe space.
Literally, okay, no. Wait. Because on the other day I was on the phone with my cousin. Me and my cousin was talking, and she know who she is. And she said she was on a trip, and she was like, and this girl just wanted to start problems with me, but I ain't had no problem with her. But because I was in a group chat and was like, girl, that's your problem, she got mad at me. I said, cousin, you ain't even do nothing wrong. I said, I want you to know I'm proud of you because we be ready to beat somebody's ass because we just trying to be real with you and you can't take it. But that might not just be an Aquarius thing, but I can relate to it because I'm an Aquarius. My fault.
Another reason I wanted to bring that up, it was because of a big part of living life is figuring out problems that people have, right? And I feel like not even just in this day and age, but there's a lot of difficulty in even recognizing the problem that people do have, and it leads them to go down like a crazy route down in the future, right? So have you ever thought to yourself that what you were doing at the moment was wrong in regards to the career that you have?
No. I think I don't know how to describe myself. I think I was one of those people that was born to do what they do.
Okay.
Because I'm so fucking good at what I do.
Okay.
Now, do I hate that I'm good at what I do and I be sad sometimes and bitches gotta cry sometimes? Yeah. But I've, for the most part, always felt like I was on the right path. Now, do I think I brought the wrong people on board for my path? Does that make sense? I had the wrong people around me for the right time.
How'd you realize they were the wrong people?
Because the opportunities I was getting.
They started to hate?
Not like hate, but they started to sabotage. And
That's even
sometimes they
worse.
were self-sabotaging because they wasn't allowing themselves to grow, and they wanted me to stump my growth. And I'm like, I'm just sorry, I can't do that for you because that's not my destiny. Like,
of course.
And trust me, I believe in people, I trust in people, but there's just this gut feeling where you're like, I can't agree with you right now, and it's a heartbreaking thing because you can lose some friends, or some people, damn. You lose some people because some people just can't recognize that. But if they really fuck with you, I was always told that good things always come back to you. Like if there's trust in whatever you believe in, it's gonna always come back. It's gonna always show itself. So yeah, did I answer the question?
No, a little kinda.
Okay. Well, what did I answer? Right path.
At what points did you recognize that they were trying to do that? Like, was it they weren't giving you the correct feedback? Was it like they're doing things behind your back?
It was how they were carrying themselves and how
the energy in and of itself was weird, or what?
Yeah, like they didn't know that they was the prop. They were like, you got to do this and you got to do this. I said, I know what I got to do. Don't worry about it. I got this. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, them not having faith in me showed me that they didn't have faith in themselves. Because anybody I surround myself with either gets with it or not get with it and get lost, but they understand the plan. Mm-hmm. I can say that I have a good group of people around me that ground me and would tell me that something ain't right. And most of my friends would be like, they shit stink. You know what I'm saying when people say that? Like, yo, when people think that they so high up, they're like, my shit don't stink. Yo, shit stink. Mm-hmm, so luckily, having the guys around me and shit like that and people to notice that for me, because I'm a nice person until you give me a reason not to. Like, you know how you, like, some people are skeptical before you get to know people? Mm-hmm. I just be nice until I got a reason not to trust you.
Oh, okay.
That's my problem. But anyways, yeah, that's how I personally feel. You watch people and they show themselves.
Wait, how old are you? Like what, 23?
Oh yeah, I was like, don't age me. I'm 23, about to be 24. Yeah, I'm grown.
Oh, okay. How's that even?
That's grown. That's a whole light year. When I tell you COVID changed my life.
What you mean?
Like, I missed out on 2 years of my whole life. Like, being 21 and 22 did not happen for me. So I had to grow up fast as fuck. It just did not work.
Did you just not get like you weren't in college, right?
I dropped out of college in 2020, like right when COVID happened, because they wanted to do online school, and I know my dyslexic ass was not gonna pass. I was like, that's not gonna happen, and also because I got great opportunities. It was like one of these big shows. Celebrity is supposed to come to town, and I was supposed to open up for them. I don't even talk about it because I was sad as fuck. And then COVID happened. They had to cancel their whole shit. And I was so hurt because I was going to get paid and everything. It was like my first big gig. And I was like, damn. So I sat back. I had to reevaluate.
So do you ever wish that you didn't go down this path?
No. Hell no. It's fun. You get to go out when you want to go out. Be a hoe when you want to be a hoe. Go home to your nigga when you go home to your nigga and shit. That sound bad. But
take your time. Hey,
no, I feel good about my everything worked out in itself. What about you? I mean, I don't regret dropping out of college.
Okay.
Do you ever?
Do I ever think of dropping out?
Yeah.
Oh, so here's the thing.
Because you don't need college nowadays.
It's not that you don't need. Let me re-preface that statement. It's not that you don't need college. It's that the people that quote unquote don't need college, they're not making the money that they're saying they are making based off of what they're saying that they're doing to make the money. Like a lot of the things, for example, the Forex motherfuckers, a lot of them, like the Nick bro, the motherfucker that tricked me to really get into that shit. I realized that he literally did not make a penny from a single trade. He never made money off of trading currency, but he was making thousands and thousands of dollars from recruiting motherfuckers because he was such like a good
No, I can't agree to that because I personally know some niggas that's making money off currency.
Off of trading?
No, off of like crypto and shit.
What do you mean? Like buying and then selling and stuff like that?
I don't know.
I mean, of course there's gonna be some that actually understands.
It's not some. It's like you know them niggas too. You around them niggas.
There is, yes. But I know that there's so many people that are in that markets that are trying to make the money, but only 1 out of the 200 niggas actually made that money.
You don't think that's small-minded thinking?
It's not that it's small-minded. It's that they're playing on an idea that you're trying to reach, but it's unattainable, and just pulling at the not even the heartstrings, at the biologicalness of a human being that they will be the one person to make it out.
I don't know. There's some things that I've been put on to for sure, and I've been making some. I mean, like for my career path. I've been put on to some streaming shit, and I'm like, why ain't nobody tell me this sooner?
About streaming?
Because not like about streaming, but like where to place my music so I can get more streams.
And
not
like
have to pay.
Yeah,
but
like
like,
that?
because you know, some things you got websites that you got to pay for, and then you got to share and da. But you know, just dealing with people that was like, oh, like let me put you onto this website, just send this in, and they put you on this playlist. I'm like, how'd you know that? I was just doing my research. Oh, for real. And I'm not saying I got it like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, this is some solid change right now.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of like backdoor stuff that I wouldn't even call it backdoor, but there's a lot of other ways that you can make money in this world.
But you can't trust the normal ways of making money anyways, because
the
world finna end.
Oh yeah.
But like, not the world, like America to be more specific. And we still here.
That's fair.
Did you hear about Russia and China?
What about Russia and China? They're doing a lot, but
no, their world currency. You didn't hear about that?
No, what?
Okay. So, it's been said that China and Russia since 2018 have been saving up gold and oil separately to come together to overthrow the U.S. dollar as the number one world currency. So then our dollar would be less than a euro.
Okay.
Then you know what I mean?
Our money would be less powerful, and the only thing that's holding us together is the fact that we are number one. Yeah.
Right now, but once they team up with the currency, the gold and the oil, we don't got no oil. You know, we ain't got no.
No, that's true.
We ain't got no gold either. And the only thing that's costs more than gold is melanin. They got niggas here. I tell you that. I'm for real. Oh my God, you ain't scared of the government? U.S. government terrifying.
Oh yeah, no, I've always had a clean disbelief in the U.S. government. Of course.
Yeah, I think anybody that's black does. Oh well, let me not.
You should have a clean disbelief. But on the money thing, I want to hit on that real quick one more time. There is a lot of ways that people are making a lot of money, but in my past, I've learned that a lot of people are just doubling their money based on the idea that they have a lot of money. Kind of like, you saw me with this fast car, with all these girls, with doing all these crazy things. Of course you'll buy my course. Of course you will go and like watch my YouTube videos to learn how I made the money. But I'm literally just making so much money off of the people that are interacting with my content.
Yeah, but like, people don't have to learn it that way. I feel like, I don't know. I think some people I told you about them two types of people earlier. The people that make money off of what they good at, and people that make money off of the people that's good at what they do. Yeah, you talking about them people that's good off making money off people. That's not the smartest type of person.
Okay.
So, my best example is Shaq. People told Shaq he couldn't be in the NBA because he was too big. And they said big niggas is out. We don't fuck with big niggas no more. So then he still was in the NBA, being a big nigga, still making money. And then I think then the endorsements and what's the one the general, you know who the fuck I'm talking about, putting your money in other things, and he took the time to learn that for himself. He ain't have certain people telling him where to put his money into. He did the research to find out it was just one kick off of one thing. He was like, that's easy. I can learn that myself. I can go teach myself that. And I don't think a lot of people have that drive to go do that. I think that's why a lot of people get scammed or get things because they want to learn the easy way. If I watch this video real quick, I'm going to learn how to do this. That's easy. But that's not how you do it, because I've been learning how to, sell and trade and shit. And
Yeah, no, there's a lot of money in selling and trading, especially with not anymore.
not as much.
Not
as,
right now.
Yeah, because the recession.
Yeah, that's kind of bad here. No, but I hope you're already rich.
Would you? I was talking to my aunt. She's from Senegal, and she said that we got homes back in Africa. She said, "You want to go home?"
Oh yeah.
Do you plan on staying? How long do you plan on staying in America?
Oh,
be honest.
The move is, I'm planning on getting a job for a bit, funneling, like getting a good amount of money, and then moving. Once I have the capabilities to just like sustain living in Africa, because especially I was talking about this on another episode. After the Burna Boy, that last video, that nigga's crib, I need it. And the thing is,
that nigga living large.
It's not even it's not even that expensive for Africa. All of that.
Yeah, but that's also that says a lot about how America is, like how they are the way they are, and why people have been letting them get away with the things they've been doing for so long. Because my aunt was talking about in Africa how the healthier food is cheaper, and she says buying a Sprite and some other stuff costs extra money.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, you know how much it costs to shop at Kowalski's for some fresh? I just want some fresh grapes. You ever had some champagne grapes before?
I have not. No. What is
they
that?
They like mini grape. Oh my god, I can't even. You want to see? Can I show you?
Go ahead.
Champagne grape. Anyways, but yeah. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, why does it cost more to eat healthy here? But that's because they killing us slowly with high fructose corn syrup, and everybody look like they dying inside because they liver dying.
So,
I'm sorry.
No, that's true. That's true. I've learned a lot of from psychology. That's from a lot of my psychology classes, where it's like America, especially their healthcare system, is for profit instead of for the public, instead of for public.
Sure.
And just that idea alone is one of the they're like damn near dried. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're not even dried. They're like
they just
juicy.
They just
they're
make
small.
like that?
Yeah, they're like just small grapes. They're not even dried.
Oh shit.
They taste like it's like literally like healthy Pop Rocks.
Oh shit.
When you eat it, just anyways.
It's very fire. But yeah, no, just from that idea and moving on, America doesn't really care about their people the way that they should, because of if they were for health instead of for profit, like what's not there's a term, but basically if they were in the business of never having that ailment instead of trying to treat the ailments, they'll make so much more money in the long term because everyone is more healthy.
But they don't want us.
They're being dumb.
No, they don't think they're being dumb because they think that only a certain percentage of people deserve
to be healthy.
To be healthy. If you got it, flown it. So that's what I think, because honestly, they make more money off in hospitals than anything.
Oh yeah, no, the hospital racket is crazy.
You know how much bad shit's in Tylenol? And I gotta pay for that, and I got cramps. That shit's whack. That shit is whack. They are gay as hell. I don't care what nobody say. America, if anybody hear me, I mean, don't shut me down. You feel me? Because I'm an ally. But nah, y'all fucked up for that. Like, I just can't believe it. You know, I gotta pay for shit like that. I ain't asked to be this way. Like, what the fuck? Anyways.
I feel that. Yeah, no,
that shit whack.
It's a very dangerous thing.
Lies.
One of the only reasons why I want to be rich is so I can be attractive forever. That's like literally one of like the only reasons.
You don't think you're attractive now?
No, I know I'm beautiful now. That's.
You think you'll look better when you got money?
No. It's like
Rick Ross ugly as hell.
No, the fuck, don't do that. That's not an ugly nigga. He's just fat. That's not an ugly nigga.
I know fat niggas that's attractive, and Rick Ross is not one of them. Don't do that.
What do you mean?
Rick Ross is not that cute. What he say? I put a pill up in her bottle. She ain't
that
even
nigga was
know.
Wildin'. Yeah. No,
yeah. No, he's ugly because he's a disgusting person.
Okay, yeah. You know what? If that's your take, I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
Talking about because he's fat. No, nobody care about that nigga. Let me put my glasses on. You got me fucked up. I'm trying to sound smart. You trying to clown me, y'all. Anyways, back to what I was saying. This nigga got me fucked up.
But no, just having the ability to just take care of yourself. I want to be able to just always be able to take care of myself from the things I eat, from the things I do. And if I have money, I'll be able to always afford the good shit, the good food and stuff like that. That's something that I'm really
So that's what you think is gonna make you attractive?
That's what make me healthy, yeah.
If you're healthy, it'll be cute. Sometimes people's faces is just ugly. You can still have a great heart and healthy liver and still be ugly as hell. That's just my opinion, though. Don't quote me on that.
No, I feel that.
To each his own, but
you know what?
you are looking forward to be healthy consistently and feel healthy and look healthy. You look healthy though.
Of course.
You look mature.
I want to be able to like
grown.
keep that.
Like Idris Elba.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that man make you want to sing. Oh my God.
Ooh, real quick, let me get your take on that. Why do people try to like make black men so over sexualized so early?
What you mean? No, that's been in history. That's been.
Then why do you think
that goes all the way back to slavery, honey? We can't even get into that because you have to think about that. Black men have always been sexualized. Like that's what the best way I can describe it is the movie Get Out.
Okay.
And have you seen Get Out?
Oh, of course I've seen Get Out.
Okay, you remember the moment when they was like, she was like, "Oh, he's a strong man," and he looking at me, why is this white lady touching me? Because she checking out, seeing because her white ass husband can get in his body and go work out and pick her ass up and do some sexy shit. But that's because I'm not saying people don't desire white people or other races, but I think the skin color is something mesmerizing about black people and black men. But I think, if anything, black women look better than black men. And I feel like black women get sexualized more than black men. But when it's put on, they like our bodies, but they don't like our mentalities and our minds. But we didn't ask to be that way either. Does that make sense?
What do you mean by that?
Like black women, like the stigma of black women being angry and black. And we didn't ask to be that way. We was actually raised to dislike ourselves, and that projected on other people, but not because we wanted it to, because we didn't know no better. And then once you learn yourself, then people, we love the old black mama that cradle us, and everybody feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Because she's soft and shit. So I don't know. I feel like black men do be sexualized, but that's because they be wanting to be sexy. Be sexy then. No, I'm hearing you.
See, okay.
You don't think black men want to be sexualized?
See, I feel like it's not that they want to. There's just too many benefits in being in just.
What's the benefits? Name 3.
I would probably. You will get paid more
for being sexy.
Yeah, for being more attractive. Yeah, because it's easier to put you on a pedestal. It's easier to put you on a pedestal.
That's pretty privileged though.
But it's taken to the extreme when you're black.
Yeah, I think it's taken to the extreme when you light skin. Not when you're black.
No, that's true. That's true.
Ice Spice is my perfect example. She got 2 million followers. For what? You like her music? How many women already chose? Like, whoa, the party not lit, I'd rather not go. I mean, she's snapping, but she ain't no rapper. Like, the way people praise male rappers ain't the same way that they praise female rappers.
They want to fuck Ice Spice. That's what they.
That's what I'm saying. They want to fuck black men too.
But it's not the same.
What?
It's just not the same.
You don't think? I mean, I'm not. I feel like it's the same.
What do you mean?
I do.
I wanted to.
Because when you had a point where you was talking about when they look better, they get more money.
Yes, correct.
And my first thought went to niggas like Childish Gambino, and you know how he has his foot in directing, music, in producing, and all these other things. But he wasn't considered an attractive black guy. See,
I feel like...
Does that make sense?
The reason why Childish Gambino blew up so viciously, I feel like it's... The main thing is because he's not even stepped away from being a black person from all the content that he makes. It's more like he took the nerdiness to an extreme, and there's not an easy connection between nerdy and being black. That's like a far distance.
That's what I'm saying. And he's not, I'm saying that he's one of the black guys. Not because he's nerdy, but because he's not the typical attractive black man. Same thing with Jordan Peele as well. Mm-hmm. Dipping his toe in comedy, acting, and directing. But men like, I don't want to say an example, and I'm not correct about it, but Michael B. Jordan, I wouldn't say he has to do comedy and directing and music because he don't have to. No, but don't hear me out though. He's a sexy black man. He is. But like, are you hearing me? Like, I feel like the other ones gotta dip their toes in other things to be sexy.
I feel like it's two. Those are two different scenarios. With like Jordan Peele and Childish Gambino, they're just like Jordan Peele might be one of the greatest directors.
He is.
So I feel like he was doing the white man's dance with Key and Peele for so long to become a household name.
So was Childish Gambino. He was on multiple TV shows.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. And try and correlate that to Michael B. Jordan.
He was on TV shows too.
He was not famous though.
He's been on TV since he was a child.
He has been making content he's been an actor forever.
I know.
But me, he did not exist until he started doing this.
That's no. See, that's where you're wrong.
I'm not hearing it.
You don't have to hear it.
Okay,
because you know what? Because he has other movies and TV shows that he was in that other people outside of your type of people. No.
People, yes.
Where was but that's
not the mainstream though.
But Childish Gambino was not the mainstream. It just wasn't for black people. It was for white people. It's the CW. He was on Community. Yeah. So that was his crowd. But people didn't know about him. They didn't even know Childish Gambino and Donald Glover was the same person. They over here talking about 2005 and y'all see him watching him on the CW and you don't even know that's him.
I feel like it's the same thing with Steve Lacy. He's been so famous with these people, but then he just started getting famous.
I didn't know who he was.
Really?
I don't think I've ever heard. What's the song by him? You gotta sing it too. What you do? He ate that. Move, gotta make a move. He ate that whole. Oh my god.
Beyond the points. He's been making a lot of music for a long time.
I know his name, but I just don't know. I can't.
That's fair.
Music just didn't come to my mind.
That's fair.
I thought he was a porn star.
Really?
Steve Lacy?
That nigga looks like a porn star?
No, that's what the name sounds like. I didn't know. I don't even know what the nigga looked like.
You know what? Okay, that's
he
fair.
He black? I ain't even know. I feel old. I feel old as hell.
But yeah, fuck. I lost my train of thought. Let me hit the thing I was trying to get at first, where it's like the three things that you get a benefit of by black men in how black men, if they jump into the just being overly sexualized pool, they just gain more things. One, I've noticed this in my life. The niggas that be fucking a lot, they be getting invited to a lot of shit. A lot of niggas, bro, I know some niggas where they only get invited to things just because of motherfuckers know they be getting bitches. That is literally it.
Because he's black? Or because he has money?
No, nigga doesn't have money. Niggas be, they're like regular
because he knows a lot of people. Oh, niggas like, never mind, let me not say it. He know who he is.
Let me just.
Okay, so because they know a lot of people.
Not even know a lot of people. It's that
because they sexy.
They're able to get into doors because they're fucking the right people.
Fucking the right people?
Yeah.
No.
What you mean? No?
I'm not hearing that. Because if I'm let me not toot my own horn, but as a girl, I don't got a fucking nigga to get in somewhere.
Oh, but you're a woman. That's not that's too.
But I know a nigga that is like that. He's smooth like that too.
But do a lot of motherfuckers want to fuck him?
Yes.
Is that not part of?
I just think it's fetish. I think it's a fetish.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like when it's an attractive black man, like when it's not attractive, I'm gonna keep saying attractive. When it's a man that's more
conventionally,
the mold, people are more willing to go with him. And then in the music industry, there's not all guys don't look like that. The niggas that got money or the niggas that's balling out ain't always cute. They look like Rick Ross. And they be in the clubs doing the same things with the same people, bringing more people, bringing the bitches because they got money.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But they could still be black.
But I feel like they're getting the bitches purely off the money though.
Type shit. But you can get bitches purely off of being black if you're at a predominantly white school.
Okay, you know what? That's a good take. Okay.
Bitches. Everybody gonna want that nigga for sure.
No, facts.
I think it's just the worlds that different people live in, for real.
I feel that.
Because if you're not living that same life, you don't know. But I literally seen my friend. He from Chicago, and he moved to Minnesota, and he was on the basketball team I think he played for the U, and he got a picture with Drake. That nigga, he's just like likable. Like everybody likes this nigga, and he just everything is perfect. Just one of the perfect niggas gonna punch you in your face. Like stop being perfect, nigga. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but people like him. Like in Chicago, he's a likable nigga, but in Minnesota, he's that nigga, and his head is now exceeded. His head has now been so blown because he's been here and white people just love him. So now he feel like he is that, like his, that nigga. And he was like, back in the day, like I was just cool with niggas. Like everybody fuck with me. But here, niggas fuck with me here. Like I can just say, what's up? And they want to have a conversation. Give me $20. I said, what the fuck? You get $20? He probably didn't even say that, but it sound like him. He know who he is. It's my nigga J.O. I'm going to give him a shout out. He know exactly who he is. Everybody like the nigga, make me mad.
Very fine. As a black person, do you think there's a correlation between you're not black if you're not smooth? Like, do you think black people have to be smooth?
No.
Okay.
I think the best part about black people is that they're so versatile. You can be like a cute little awkward black girl and you're like, oh, you're so cute. Like, that's smooth that you're like that. And she's not trying to be. And it's even cuter.
But don't you think that's just like in them? They
Ingrained?
Yes, exactly.
I'm telling you,
the way they just
about them,
naturally move.
I think it's just hypnotic. Like something about the skin tone glistening off of this right now is making us look better to people right now. And they probably like, damn, Summer an ugly bitch, but they see me in this video and they're like, that bitch look good. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so it really surely does depend. I mean,
but do you think that's just like a thing? To be black is to be smooth.
To be smooth. Black equals smooth. Smooth, black. Yes. You know why? Because everything that is black is smooth. This gonna sound racist. But a literal Black Panther. You see a literal Black Panther crawl? That motherfucker smooth. Like it's like yank. No, but think about that. Yeah. But like, and then people talk about stallions. Like, you ever seen a black stallion, the horse, and it's just trotting. And you're like, that motherfucker smooth. Like, it sounds literally crazy. But no, I think something about the color black is sleek and not smooth. It's like something about it's just like it puts a little the pan hot. You drop a little butter on it. That's what black people add to everything. We can't help it, though.
Of course.
But some of us, we can't trust. Like, I'm not saying Kanye ain't smooth. That nigga. I don't think if Kanye walked up to me, I'm going to be like, I'm going to go home with him. He ain't smooth. Kanye West. That nigga talk his way out of everything. Like, you could be ready to have sex with Kanye West. And he start talking, he be like, I'm going to go now. I'm going to put my clothes back on.
You do be chatting a little bit, you know.
He be just taking it too far. But some people that ain't black, that still got that smoothness. And you ain't gonna hear me when I say it. You might hear me though, but Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke?
Yeah. You know Robin Thicke? Oh, you only know white Robin Thicke. You don't know. He got this song called, it's called Lost Without You.
Okay.
He's like, lost without. Can I play it for you?
Go ahead.
You gonna like it, I promise you, okay? Watch this. Robin Thicke a smooth. This nigga black on me. This nigga, I ain't know this was a white man until I was the age of 13.
Goddamn.
What is this? Look at this. How the song start. He finna just slow dance. You gonna start singing, you gonna think this man Usher. Yeah. How that make you feel? How does it feel?
I love you, baby. Lost without you.
Okay, and that's not sleek, right?
That song is so fire.
It's sleek.
That's so fire.
And if you didn't know no better, you was a kid and your mama listened to that, you don't think that's a black man. You don't think that's Usher. I thought that was Usher. It's not. It's Robin Thicke. He was married to a black woman once. R.I.P. He cheated on her.
Damn.
Don't trust these niggas, girls. Don't trust these niggas. Niggas ain't shit. You think niggas is shit? Just be real with me. You ever met some niggas, you be like, damn, these niggas ain't shit.
No, okay, so here's the thing. I feel like a lot of niggas turn into not shit niggas based off the scenario that they have been presented with themselves. In the sense that if they were shits, the situation would go completely left for them. Like if they were a good guy, they would lose everything.
That's not true. I don't think so. I think guys be triggered off that one thing. They got rejected in 8th grade, and now they treat every girl like shit because that one girl named Kelly Clarkson in 8th grade.
It's not even the 8th grade shit. And the thing is, I feel like it's so gaslighting.
You think it's gaslighting for real?
It's bro. Especially, I'm writing an article on this. When women are like, "Oh, you should just open up. It was just one girl in the 8th grade. You'll be all right." Da, 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 da. It feels insincere when women give a lot of men that type of advice and ideas, right? One of the main reasons why, the more that I interact with a lot of women, I notice there's like, not that there's the lack of personality thing because of everyone has a personality. That, sure, I'll give you that. But
everybody doesn't have a personality. Don't give anybody that. Some people don't have a personality, and they truly, not to interrupt you, but some people don't actually have a personality, and some people feed off other people's personalities and make that who they are. Some people don't. They go around this world not knowing who they are. So that's how they lose their mind. That's how that's mental health is not talked about a lot, but that's why a lot of people lose their mind. Go ahead.
Wait, when you look straight, do you see this? Is this in your face? Okay, perfect. Because I can't tell from this angle. I was like, is this fucking with it? But
no, they can see me for sure. I hope so. I'm sorry. Let me sit closer to you.
Because of the thing that I just keep noticing, like, for example, when women are like, oh, they go on a date and, like, it's just one date. It's not that bad. It was just dinner. Da, 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 da. But the woman did not come out of $40 for this date that they just...
You don't know that. You don't.
What if the dude paid for...
Let me tell you something. I think a lot of people put themselves in boxes because the one thing that I did as a woman, because I'm a smooth motherfucker, I'm a smooth bitch. I'm gonna get a nigga out his drawers. I'll tell you that, okay?
It doesn't take much to get a nigga out of drawers.
It don't take much. Niggas is sluts, okay? They like to be treated like that too. And I think one time I told this man, I said, I'm gonna pay for this one date and you gonna pay for the rest of them because I'm about to wow you with my person. I'm about to wow you with how great I am, not in a bad way, but like you're gonna want to take care of me because I'm just such a good person, and I'm gonna treat you with all the respect that you're gonna give me. But if the moment you don't show that, I am going to treat you the exact same way that you're treating me. And I feel like men think, I'm not going to try not to say linear, but they do. They're one-track minded. A lot of men don't think of the cause and effect of things. Men think about the cause, but they don't think about the after fact. There's something we call the 5 and the 6. Because 5 happened, 6, 7, 8 gonna happen. That's 5. And the reason we pick 5 is because it's dead in the middle. That's the middle of the 1 through 10, the scale of how mad you'd be fucking if something happened at 5, you had to stop and think before you did the rest of them steps. How stupid you was, or how you had to be okay with what was gonna happen after you did what you did. And most men do not do that.
Of course.
And it's not a problem, but it becomes men think we're gaslighting them, but it's not gaslighting. We be trying to teach them how to do it, but men have an authority problem. They think people are trying to change them. We're not trying to change you. We're trying to help you so you can change yourself. Because we're not trying to change these specific things. But now I'm not talking all women now. Don't get me wrong about that.
We're never talking about, it's the generalization.
But I don't like when I got me a good man at home, so I'm not tripping. But it's a give and take for sure. There ain't nothing wrong with paying for your man, but I'm not finna do that on, if somebody's pursuing me. If I'm pursuing a nigga, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna buy him something. It's his birthday. I'm gonna take him out. You know what I'm saying? Take him to Benihana's Red Lobster when he eat it good. You know what I'm saying? Ding. But it's action that shows that, and men are good talkers. They not good with action. Some niggas don't know how to just buy flowers on Tuesday. And you got to teach them that. And they're like, you trying to change me. Ain't nobody trying to change you. I'm just trying to show you it's nice to do things on Tuesdays. Then you get pussy on Tuesdays. You don't get pussy on the weekend. And you got to wait all the way until Saturday when I'm drunk and I want to go to Monarch. You know what I'm saying?
See, where's mine? This is so bright I can't even see.
I can't. Hey.
What's up, y'all? What's up? It's like a lot. Damn. Jesus. I love when my roommate gets bitches.
Why?
I love it.
Is that like a thing? Is that a fetish?
No. It's more like if I'm gonna be fucking, niggas start fucking.
Yeah, so you don't gotta be bothered by mine.
I can't be the asshole.
Yeah,
I'm not the bad guy.
Good for him.
That's not something.
I'm an ally. Ally. Anyways,
remind me to cut this bitch out, but okay.
Yeah.
But no, the thing that I was gonna bring up, right? One of my biggest problems that I always tend to get myself into when it gets into women, right? I tend to just start doing shit with women. Let's say I'm trying to pursue a woman, right? And it turns into this person is just part of my schedule now, right? And the problem with that is if I'm scheduling everything, and every time that we see each other, it's because I want to see each other, right? That is a huge problem when they're not putting in the effort, right?
But
let me get to the thing. And the thing is, like, I remember one time I let someone know that I was like, hey, could you start planning a couple things here and there? It's just like, I mean, well, you plan enough for the both of us, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, word. And the reason why in my heart, I was like, damn, this is fun to get bad. It's because I knew the way I am mentally is, if I'm able to decide everything about the scenario, you're just gonna turn to my plaything. That's just the way this just might turn.
The problem was that you did not communicate that. You said, "Could you?" You asking. When you want somebody to respect you.
Oh no.
So even if you didn't do that, and they didn't respect you, that's not the person for you. Because somebody that values you and your time, whether it's your friend or whether it's a family member or whether it's as somebody who's gonna have sex with you, they're gonna respect it. You want me to? Okay, let me wow you. Because you have to realize that you only let happen what you allow. If she gonna keep doing it to you, that's because you keep letting her do it to you.
Of course.
But the moment you stop. Oh, she gonna be calling you. Where you been? Oh, yeah, my friend Anna just got me Timberwolves tickets, so I'm finna head out with Shorty. But I'll see you. I'll see you next week when you got something planned for sure. For sure. When you wanna fit me in, and I got you.
The thing is, I feel like the majority of women, they're just okay with the dude planning everything, and that's just the way to jump off. That's a jump-offing point, right? But that in and of itself is so problematic.
They're not grown women.
You know what? Okay, that is a fair take. I'll take that.
But the moment a man your age get a grown woman, it's too serious for you.
So
you want somebody that's in the middle, and sometimes you can't have it. At that point, that's a friend. You want a friend. You don't get that unless you want a friend. That's true. That is true. Men do not know how to be friends with women. Women know how to be friends with men for sure.
Well.
And I can prove that because I got niggas that's my friends, and I ain't never screwed none of them, and never did I want to.
See, I feel like that's another problem that we have in this society where we don't even allow men and women to be friends at a young age because everything is so separated.
It's an American thing. Everything's taboo. It's everything we scared to talk about. The norm. It's my boyfriend always tells me if you walk in a room and you're comfortable, that's the wrong room you should be in. You should always be okay with being uncomfortable because you never know what's going to happen. So that keeps your senses heightened. So you know how to act around certain people. You get to observe how other people act. Some people, it's unpredictable. You never know. But if you're comfortable in that room, then you're never going to learn outside that box.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's for anything really, like a job or, college settings, anything that you can catch up on. But people don't sit back and just get uncomfortable to put themselves in. People from small towns coming to a big town be like uncomfortable because they never read up or tried to learn about something that's outside of their comfort zone. If that makes sense.
Of course. It's a depressing sight because of all the problems. All the problems we have now, a lot of the problems we have now stems from the fact that motherfuckers were not friends in childhood.
Yeah.
And now the first time that you are interacting with women, you're literally you started interacting with women to fuck. That was your first time you started interacting with women.
It's because a lot of people don't know no better.
Exactly.
It's sad, but we changing it as a generation.
Oh,
we solidly changing it. Now it might be we might have took it out of hand a little bit, but we changing it for sure, and then they're gonna simmer down into the right spot that we need to be.
Of course.
I learned it at a young age to be friends with guys because my mom says treat people how you're gonna want to be treated, and that stemmed a lot for me because we moved to the suburbs.
Okay.
And she was like, "Don't give these people." She said, "White people." She said, "Don't give these people a reason to think you stupid." And that was a broad statement.
That is such an.
That was everybody.
Yeah.
That was teachers. That was students. That was anybody. It didn't matter who it was. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female. She said, "Don't give these people a reason to think you're stupid." And that gives it a broad category because I was taught that. Now I know how to be friends with men because men do think different from women, and I can be that friend and be like, "Hey, nigga, just leave her alone," or be like, "Hey, she trying to talk to you. If you're not trying to pursue her, just leave her alone." Like, and it's hard being that friend because niggas don't listen. Y'all so hard headed. You can ask anybody, they hard headed. They know who I'm talking about too. They know exactly.
It hurts. It hurts my heart because of. I see a lot of the problems in a lot of my friends. Like when they are interacting with women, is because they never had the chance to be friends in the first place, and now. For example, there was this one board in class, right? It was literally in the middle of the hallway where they're like, can men and women be friends? And the majority of them said yes, and a small group said no, right? And as I was watching the people answer and like do the tallies, I'm like, that is not as simple as people wanted to be out, because of, especially with like a lot of women, if they were to be like, oh. Would your homeboy fuck God? And the majority of them be like, yeah, right? And kind of losing my train of thought. Oh, fuck it.
Back to the friends and girls and boys being friends.
Yes.
And it's not that simple.
Yes, it's not as simple because there's a lot of nuances. Because there's a lot of dudes that will literally just fuck you.
No, it is simple.
And just move on with their day, and that will still be my homegirl. Where a lot of them just can't do that. That's just not in them.
But it's simple. But the problem is, I'm going to say it again, communication. That's what is not simple. And people are scared to have those taboo conversations of men just being like, I think you are such a great person. And I really want to have sex with you. But like, I don't want more than that from you. And they are afraid to hurt people's feelings. But if you're afraid to hurt people's feelings, then it's easier to hurt people's feelings, like just to go in it and you know that's, but you're prolonging the hurt feelings instead of just like, I'm gonna hurt your feelings, but I fucks with you so heavy, girl. And there's been times that men have said that to me, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to fuck too. I really don't want to talk to you after this because you're not the type of person that I want to associate with. You got good dick though, but I don't want to talk to you for real. So,
but do you think that's an actual thing that's an actual conversation you can have though?
Yes.
Really?
If you don't, then you cry. I don't like crying. I'm going to cut all things now. Let's figure it out now. Because if you want me, I'm gonna give it to you. But let's talk about how you want it. Because I'm not gonna be treating you like. If you want to be treated like a friend, I'm gonna treat you like a friend. You want to be treated like my nigga, I'm gonna treat you like my nigga. But if you want to keep this on the low, I'm gonna keep it on the low. Let's talk about it. If you don't talk about it, it's misguided, and then somebody gets hurt. And sometimes both of y'all get hurt because she sleep with your best friend. Now you mad at your best friend because she slept with your best friend, but you ain't make it official. So now she fucking on your friend, and now you mad because now she fucking with your friend Tyrone, and she like, yeah, Tyrone took me out on a Tuesday, and you're like, damn, I could have took her out on Tuesday, but you didn't because you didn't communicate that you wanted more than that, and you just kept having sex with her. Anyways, communication is key. Don't forget that. It is.
I know that it is communication. But like, for example,
y'all be scared.
My homeboy, he's like, yeah, no, I don't like having like that upfront answer because of the nigga's kind of ugly, right? The nigga's kind of ugly in the face, right? He says it, not me.
Okay, so he don't want to have that conversation because he's ugly.
He be going and tricking bitch. He be going and tricking bitches with his personality. That's what this nigga really be doing. And literally, like, I remember I was talking to one of the girls that he used to be with. He was like, yeah, no, he's like, niggas like ugly, but like out of nowhere we just
no, but that's not tricking though. That's not tricking. That's basically like when people have fat phobia and they don't like the fat friend, but because she's funny, y'all start fucking with her. But she been fine. She's a big girl, and y'all weren't comfortable with that because it's taboo to not be with a big girl. And so then she funny, and y'all like, oh, she is kind of cute because she making me laugh because that make you tingle and shit. Niggas start feeling tingly, then they like, oh, it's butterflies and shit. But now you been like this girl. She is just a big girl. So it's the same thing. The only problem is nobody wants to talk about it. So, anyways, back to what you're saying. Your friend not ugly. He just don't know how to work with what he had, and so he found a way to work with what he had, which is his personality.
Yeah, no,
that just happened to work for him.
Of course,
He's not ugly. He just not cute. I don't know which friend you're talking about, but I bet you cute, baby. Somebody out there for you, because everybody got somebody.
No, that's facts. And
People that think they're gonna be alone for the rest of their life, y'all stupid as fuck. You need to start acting right.
Oh my god! I remember I was having a conversation with this group of niggas, and they're like, this nigga's ugly as shit. He's not gonna get no bitches because he's ugly, right? And I'm like, I feel like that's just objectively false for this one point right here. To be so ugly that a woman would not want to fuck, that means you don't look like you're a human. Yeah. You literally look deformed. That would be the
Not even that. There's some deformed niggas that's damn near that's married.
Like, bro.
Yeah. That's insecurity. That means that you're only depending on your looks to get you by. Exactly. Yeah, that's so insecure. I hate niggas like that. Exactly. You know what my biggest pet peeve is? When I'm walking and niggas be trying to talk to, hey, excuse me. Can I talk to you for a minute? No, thank you. I got a man. You's ugly anyways. Damn. Why I gotta be ugly? Because I got a man. I ain't asked to be with him. You was just a little late. Why am I getting yelled at? I hate insecure. Why did you have to say?
Does that actually work? I don't think I've ever seen that actually happen. Where
somebody say, excuse me?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I talk to you?
No, actually, it's not. It doesn't always work. But if you're fine, it might work. I know it's pretty privileged, but
okay.
Because if I did it, I know it would work. Hey, it's you. And me? Yeah, you come here. And they'd be like, damn. In a group full of people, that's sexy. He like, damn, she gonna call me out. Yeah, you tall one with the glasses. Come here. They gonna come over. I'm gonna be like, let me talk to you for a second. They go, everybody, she's spitting game. I'm really just asking him where he get his shoes from, because niggas like to get gassed about their shoes. Mm-hmm. So they put their feet up. And they're like, oh, these the ones. Them's is cute. Okay, bye. And they like, damn, why she know about shoes? I don't know shit about no shoes.
Just lying.
You just gotta know how to spit your game. You feel me? You gotta know. Okay, it's a lot of things that people don't try to learn. But when we was ugly growing up, you had to learn those things. You had to. That's how some people is smooth.
You know what? That's fair.
That's how it works, because you wasn't always the. Them girls that back in the day that everybody wanted. In middle school, every boy. I think she's probably an athlete or she's something. I don't know. Every school had her, and she's so fine. I'm like, she gonna have crabs in high school. And she's so fine. That's the problem. That's what's gonna happen, because she being fast. And some girls don't be fast though, but the girls know what I'm talking about. They come to school with the Cookie Monster the Cookie Monster pajama pants. You know what I'm talking about. And she be like, "No, give my stuff back. That's why all my friends is boys, because I can't fuck with girls and shit." I'm like, for real, girl.
But nah, speaking of being smooth, your new album was very smooth.
You think so?
Yes, I most definitely do. Where were you when you were making it? Like, where did you have to go to really get that off your chest?
My first song on the album I wrote that in 2019. Like that, there's a piece at the end of the whole song where it just cuts into me actually playing the piano and singing. That's from 2019. Okay. That's from 2019. And I knew all of that. The whole song was written in 5 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to keep this until I'm ready to show the world who I truly am as a person and how I feel. And that song is really about not being creative. That whole song is about how I need help being creative, and then the whole album comes after it. And it took years. Like, I was like, I don't want to. People are like, album, girl, you not even that big to be dropped. Don't ever let somebody stop you from making a piece of art that you know that's going to succeed. It was smooth as fuck, and I wish it could have been better in the ways that I wanted it to be, but I think everything has its perfect timing, and it came out at perfect timing because I needed some clout. I needed somebody. I thought they was gonna forget about me in a second.
I feel it.
Yeah.
So while I was listening to the whole thing, it seemed like you're struggling with finding yourself sexual and attractive. That's what I was getting while I was listening to that.
It was about going through changes. When I was in 2019, I was damn near like 300 pounds.
Really? Okay.
Damn near. And then I lost a lot of weight, and I didn't know how to find myself. Like, I didn't know what was considered attractive. And I'm like, okay, I lost the weight, but like I still feel like I want to wear baggy clothes. I'm like, can I do that? Like, can I not do that?
Am I cheating?
Yeah, like, am I not, like, am I playing games? Am I being tricky? But no, the whole point wasn't about attractiveness, nor was it about finding out like physical. It was so much about internally and about being a woman. And I don't think people know how fucking hard it is to be a woman, but to be a black woman, oh my God, if I could punch niggas in the face, I would. Cause I'm like, do you know who I am? I'm here. Like, without even trying, I'm here. And that album was basically for me to show people that it takes a downfall to find your way up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're at the bottom, there's literally no way. You can't go anywhere else. You can't go to the left. You can't go to the right. You got to go up. And that was the whole point of the album, was to be a woman and be proud of being a woman and being proud of who I was. And it's for the girls, the guys, and the gays, other songs, but it's about my journey of being me, because it was not easy. Like, trying to figure yourself out, and men do not make it easy for you. But I want to make the album not about men, though. I didn't want anybody to, like, feel like it was... My first album was called To All the Boys I Loved Before. Each song was about a different boy that I was in love with.
Did Mac take that from you?
I think so.
Okay,
we did an interview. Do you remember our first interview?
Yeah, I did.
That was before I knew Mac. I didn't know Mac.
Really?
No, that was a year prior.
Oh, wow.
So we did that interview a year before I even knew who Mac was. And then I think he stole it from me. He talking about this every song about a girl. I said, boy, that's a lot of songs, nigga. You ain't love that many. You barely 12. What the fuck, nigga? I was so fucking mad. But I just moved forward with it. And so, yeah, I realized that other people was having that experience. So I wanted to change how I perceived everything. And I started talking about myself. And I'm clearly more interesting than talking about niggas, because this album blew up. And I dropped it without promoting it. And people was eating that shit up. I just dropped the picture and was like, album out now. Everybody was like,
oh shit.
Yeah. It was like ally. Niggas was eating that whole up.
For a lot of people that don't know how to like find that inner love and peace, what do you tell them? Or did you even find that peace from yourself? Oh, so you did find it. Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me, I burped again. So the last song on my album's called Elevated.
Please stop looking away from the mic.
I can't. I don't want you to smell it.
You don't say nothing for a little bit.
Okay, the last song on my album's called Elevated, and it's really about literally my lyrics here. It says, "My heart and spirit is open. I didn't pick this life. I was chosen." And it took so long to be like, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep going through this? Why? And I'm like, this is not my journey to answer the question. Okay. The journey is the question. Like, you have to live through it to know the answer. And so I kept asking myself, like, why am I sad about this? And why do I not feel good about my music? Why am I not famous? Why am I not doing this? And I'm like, my time's gonna come. Everything's happening for a reason. I'm putting in my absolute 110%. So I'm not gonna burn myself out, because by the time I'm burnt out, I'm not gonna have nothing good when I reach the peak that I need to be at. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm letting it flow. I'm letting the journey happen, and we just gonna have to keep riding out, because and it was hard to find that peace. But what I would say to people, two things. First thing, can't nobody tell you how to feel. Your feelings are valid. Whatever you're thinking is so valid. But talk to someone. Please talk to somebody, because not even on the like sad or like, but feeling understood is so important. And when you can't feel understood, there's people that are willing to want to hear why you're not feeling understood, and they can learn from you how you're feeling and also fix themselves and then help you. That sounds crazy, but like, just know that your feelings are valid. And the second thing is, just fucking live. Don't worry about the antics. Don't worry about school. Don't worry about this. If you work too hard, you're going to miss the fun stuff. So when you have money, you might not even be at the age where you want to do the things you want to do. So if you want to go to fucking Dominican Republic, go now. And there's trips, there's things you can sign up for. It's $20 to head out there on a cruise. Do your thing. Have fun. You're young. Your back ain't broke. Your knees not aching. Everything work. Go out. Because when you're 30, your teeth falling out. And you got gray hairs because you want to be a multi-millionaire, can't even see your kids, got 12 kids like Nick Cannon, other shit happening. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. Enjoy yourself. I feel like I'm aged myself too fast, so I'm trying to slow down because of COVID. Remember I told you 2 years was gone, so I didn't get to have my 21st. I didn't get to hear my car, hear my ID, bitch. Let me drink. I didn't get to have that. I didn't get to have an outside summer. I get to be a hot girl because COVID wanted to be a bitch, a racist ass bitch, and wanted to come storm my city. And then right after that, the riot's gonna happen. I said, y'all really don't care about me. Y'all really don't give a fuck. Every summer, I said, y'all treat us right or we gonna really beat y'all nigga asses. I'm not playing. Oh my God. So now I'm 23.
Does it even feel like, does it feel
like I'm 23?
Weird? Does it feel weird partying and being 23?
Yes. Oh my God, we were at the club the other day, okay? I literally was sitting here like,
this shit lame.
I said, where the games at? Y'all niggas don't wanna play Uno? What is this? Why are we standing here drinking for nothing? Listen to music that I do not listen to. I want to hear some grinding music. I want to see bitches bumping booties. I want to have a good old time. Bitches just standing there like, how can I lose when I already chose? Like, I want to hear that. I want to hear what's the song? I don't even know the song. I want to hear my music shit. What? Somebody throw some ass. I want to see some shit. Some booty shaking. Play Big Kia. You know Big Kia?
No.
You don't know Big Kia? She got this song on my album called Body Bag.
Oh, Body.
Yep, that's her.
Yeah.
She is literally like the youngest person I know, and she has grown men screaming her name. That's the life I want to live. People be like, "Go Kia, niggas, go!" I'm like, y'all are screaming this little girl's name. I wish, I pray that I can have niggas, grown men, saying my name. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I feel that.
I hope you guys succeed with my advice and don't do drugs.
Of course.
And if you do, I'm just playing.
Don't get my fans.
I'm just playing. My fault.
But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening this much. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Go scream her stuff.
Summertime TV. Summertime_TV. The best person you'll ever meet. Love you. Bye.